What's going on, guys? I'm Luke. I'm an entrepreneur, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the company that I started when I was just 14 years old that ended up failing. Now, you guys might already know that I started a company that was successful, and I made a YouTube video about it a couple weeks ago, but this time I'm going to be talking about the company that I started that ended up failing. I know you guys are wondering what company I started, and that was a fortune cookie business, but not just any fortune cookie business, an unfortunate fortune cookie business. These were regular fortune cookies, except for the fact that the fortunes inside the fortune cookies were unlucky, unfortunate. Now I'm going to go into more of the business side of this fortune cookie business. Now, when I was searching for a good supplier, it was really hard to find a good one. And I ended up finding one from California. And California has a ton of restrictions, higher taxes, all of that stuff. And these fortune cookies end up being a lot more expensive than I anticipated. Now, the problem I ran into was the cookies were really expensive, and that wouldn't affect me necessarily. That would affect my customers. They would be paying outrageous prices for a fortune cookie. Now, these fortune cookies, you could order one or two fortune cookies from me, and the shipping would end up costing like $50, which is outrageous. So, if you guys aren't familiar with websites, you need a hosting. And I started off with a host platform, and I was going to go through with that one, but I decided not to. I decided to choose a different host, one of its competitors, because it was just far cheaper. Now, I ended up using WordPress to actually make the website, but I still needed the host, and I ended up going through that. There are two different expenses. You have the thing you actually make the website through, and then you have the thing that hosts the website. And when I was using WordPress, it ended up being extremely difficult to use. It was also very time consuming. And this was not a company I wanted to start that involved a lot of time, and it already was because I was making the fortunes and I had to input the different fortunes into the supplier's website. This ended up being a lot of work, and I did not have the time for that at the time. I also did not like the product. So as I was using WordPress, I decided to actually switch to Shopify. Shopify was a lot easier than WordPress to use. It was a lot less time consuming. The templates, it was just all around a lot easier. It was not as cheap, that's for sure. It ended up being about $36 a month compared to $10 a month. But with Shopify, you ended up having the help. You ended up having a lot less time consuming. It was just a lot better at the time for me to use. So when I actually got to the marketing side of this product, I was trying to think who is going to buy this product, who's going to be our main audience, and I couldn't think of anyone. I ended up just thinking, why would anyone want to buy unfortunate fortune cookies? And I could not think of a reason for that other than to be funny, maybe as a gag. There was just, I didn't want to be selling someone a garbage product. I wanted to actually be a high quality product and one that someone would actually want. I wanted a product that would be useful to them, and fortune cookies were just not useful for that. When I ended up factoring all the costs between the website, the marketing, and the actual product, the shipping, all of that, it just did not end up working out, and I could not go along with it. Now, this company not working out did not mean that I never started another company again, because in the end of the day, this taught me a lot of good lessons, such as the fact that I want to be selling products that will be useful to people and products that will actually solve problems. I also became pretty familiar with Shopify and how to create a store. So in a future video, I'm actually going to be making a Shopify store where I actually market it and I actually sell a product that is going to be useful to people. So if starting a dropshipping store interests you or business investing, I highly suggest hitting that subscribe button and liking the video to help out the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.